Ho, 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 Merry Christmas, 11's. What? Is this corny? Let's just roll the intro. What's up, everyone? It's your boy Blue. Welcome back to the channel. This is Kickin' Trips. Appreciate you guys for tuning in. I got another fun episode for you guys today. These are the 2025 Nike Air Jordan 11 in the Gamma colorway, and these are the 2013 Gamma colorway. 12 years since its last release, I have an early look at this upcoming Christmas 11 and a DS to DS comparison of one of the, if not the dopest non-OG 11 to ever release. But can these save Christmas for Nike and the 11's? Let's talk about it. The year was 1995 and Michael Jordan announces to the world,
quote unquote, I'm back.
And like I mentioned on my Jordan 10 Steel and Shadow videos, Mike wasn't crazy about Tinker's design and his retirement tribute on the Jordan 10. So Tinker Hatfield went to work on one of the most important Jordans ever. And Tinker being Tinker, pioneering new cutting edge design and tech, presented MJ the Jordan 11. And the theme? A tuxedo built for war. Patent leather for elegance, ballistic mesh for speed, and carbon fiber for raw power. And MJ went crazy. He loved the 11 at first sight, and he took the test pair home, but Nike only had one request. Don't let anyone see them.
Michael Jordan will be fine tonight, but wearing shoes predominantly white.
So Mike being Mike, wears them in a playoff game, blowing up Nike's plans for a media rollout on these, but Mike didn't care. He just wanted to wear them, and it paid off because the early leak on the 11's changed the course of sneakers forever. The following year with the 95 rollout, the magical run of the 72 and 10 Bulls, the Space Jam movie, it put Mike and the 11's and Nike into another hemisphere. And to this day, the 11 is still Mike's favorite Jordan model of all time. And the ironic part about all of this is that as big of a sneakerhead as I consider myself and a love in the history, I don't own any 11's. I know, right? But there's only ever been one Jordan 11 that I've ever wanted, and that was the Gamma 11. So December 2008, Nike retros the Bread 11 Countdown Pack, and it's crazy. Sells out instantly. The following December, they retro the Space Jam 11, and it's chaos. And at that point, Nike was like, And that is how the tradition of Christmas 11's began. So in 2013, Nike takes a risk in bringing us the first true non-OG colorway on an 11 in the Gamma colorway. And this 13 pair isn't mine. It belongs to one of the biggest sneaker collectors in the game, Jimbo Slice on Instagram. Shout out to him. He is a local legend here in North Jersey. And shout out to my buddy who actually hooked me up with Jimmy so that I can get these sneakers in my hands to give you guys a true DS to DS comparison of the two Gamma colorways. But back to the story, as the Gamma in 2013, it was a risk. It had fans and sneakerheads with mixed reviews as it broke from OG formulas. It's kind of like when DC's Robin Dick Grayson left to become Nightwing. People weren't ready for change, but eventually everyone became a huge fan of Nightwing, just like eventually everyone became a huge fan of this Gamma colorway. And this colorway always gave me Nightwing vibes. Maybe that's why I always wanted them. Either way, it's my favorite Jordan 11 of all time, and I finally have them. And I can't wait to give you guys a true 13 to 25 DS to DS comparison to see if these can save Christmas or bah humbug. Starting with the box, and I don't know why Nike changed it, but the 25 pair is your basic flip open style box in black with blue accents, while the 13 pair had that iconic pull-out sleeve with the blue transparent tray lid with 11 engraved in Roman numerals. And I wish Nike didn't change the box on these. Moving over to the toe, we get that iconic Tinker design, patent leather in deep black, and the shape is definitely wider and taller so pinkies can breathe compared to the 13's narrower, sleeker, slimmed down toe. Moving across the upper, Tinker introduced us to the ballistic nylon mesh for most of the upper in black, with the speed lacing system with black round laces, and the tongue is also wrapped in that same ballistic mesh material with the coded Jumpman Jordan text in varsity yellow with the teal Jumpman that's decoded when read vertically. But drop that 13 pair next to it and the whole sneaker looks taller, wider, and I hate to say it, but clunkier. Sliding down the side panel, you see that Nike went with the OG shape on the 25s, as the patent leather sits higher on that mesh panel, compared to the 13's shorter, thinner patent leather strip down the side that makes it look more grounded, shorter, and sleeker. Wrapping around the rear, we get that continued OG patent leather that rides higher on the heel with the gamma blue embroidered Jumpmans that are mirrored facing forward, and on the upper heel is the 23 in that varsity maize yellow. Compared to the 13 pair, where the Jumpman logo is a much cleaner embroidery and more debossed, but they're facing the same direction, which kind of throws it off a little. But I will say that the yellow 23 is clearer, the lower patent leather is sharper, and the overall height on the heel, I keep saying this, but it's sleeker. All this riding on a blacked out comfy full-length Phylon midsole that's running from heel to toe. And another tinker first for this model was a full-length carbon fiber shank, laying on a blue translucent outsole with herringbone traction pods that lets you see that carbon fiber plate and the Jumpman underneath. A legendary gamble by Michael, Nike, and Tinker that created a legendary new colorway. So what do you get when Nike and Jordan Brand open up the vault 12 years later for one of the most iconic non-OG releases ever? Bringing us those shiny jet blacks with touches of blue and yellow back in its OG shape? We get the Gamma 11 no one asked for back then, but everyone wanted after they did, and most of us realized we needed it now, so they're back. Just in time to save Christmas. All right, guys, that is it for me. As always, feel free to drop a like, comment, and subscribe. If you like where we're going with the content on the channel, it really does go a long way as far as helping the growth of the channel. So as always, appreciate that. And let me know what you guys think. Are you guys gonna end up going for these? Are these gonna be a pass? Are we doubling up? Now, as for me, as I mentioned, I had never owned 11's, but these were on my list for years. So I am so hyped to finally have them. And they are set to release on Saturday, December 13th. And the stock on those, I think the stock is gonna be crazy high from what I'm reading and hearing, but keep in mind that I think the demand on these is gonna be crazy high, just because we haven't seen a really dope Christmas 11 release in years. And let me know in the comments below, which version do you guys like better? The lower cut patent leather from the 13 pair or the higher OG cut patent leather from the 25 pair? And now that I have them both in hand, I can see why some people like the lower cut versus the higher cut. I mean, they're both dope, but I am kind of leaning towards that lower cut a little bit more, but that just leads me back to what I always say. It doesn't matter what I like. It doesn't matter what someone else thinks. It matters what you like. So if you're looking to add another Jordan 11 into your collection, man, get them. Maybe you're like me and you're adding your first Jordan 11 to the collection and the Gamma's the one you're gonna go get. Shoot, buy them. But more important than anything, guys, you already know, wear them. All right, guys, I'll catch you in the next one.